Hello and welcome to another English pronunciation lesson. Today we'll focus on mastering some tricky consonant sounds that many non-native speakers like us Filipinos find challenging. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to pronounce the true T, make the TH sound, differentiate B and V sounds, and correctly articulate P and F sounds. Let's dive in. It's essential to be aware of these pronunciation differences between Filipino and English to improve your English pronunciation. Practicing these sounds, as demonstrated in this video lesson, will help you produce a clearer and more accurate sounds in English. Consistent practice and mindful listening will lead to better English pronunciation and communication skills. So, are there really differences between how some non-native speakers like us Filipinos and native English speakers pronounce the consonants we're focusing on today? Let's listen to this first. You will hear fragments of a monologue by a Filipino speaker.
Thank you for calling. I'll be more than happy to assist you with that. May I have your name and full address, please? Happy to assist you with that. Is that all? I would also like to order 3 Coca-Cola drink and 2 cheeseburgers. Will that be all? Yes, thanks. Perfect. Can I have your full name? Your phone number? Could you spell your full name, please? For confirmation, I'm going to repeat all the information you have given. Your full name is, and you will receive text confirmation. Your food will be delivered within 20 minutes. Have a nice day.
In case you still didn't notice, let me play it back a little slower for you. This time, take a closer look at the transcript and listen very well to the speaker's pronunciation of the consonants highlighted in red.
Hi, thank you for calling. I'll be more than happy to assist you with that. May I have your name and full address, please? Happy to assist you with that. Is that all? I would also like to order 3 Coca-Cola drink, 2 cheeseburgers. Will that be all? Yes, thanks. Perfect. Can I have your full name, your phone number? Could you spell your full name, please? For confirmation, I'm going to repeat all the information you have given. Your full name is, and you will receive text confirmation. Your food will be delivered within 20 minutes. Have a nice day.
Let me ask you, do you think you also have some difficulty pronouncing the true T, V, and F in words? Then this video is for you. Let's focus on several Filipino consonant sounds from this audio and see how we can modify them to sound clearer. The true T sound in Filipino, the T sound at the beginning of a word, is often softer or less puffy compared to the English true T sound. This difference is due to the way the sound is produced and the phonetic environment in which it occurs. What do I mean by those? In Filipino, the T sound is generally pronounced with a less forceful release of air compared to the English true T. This means that the puff of air, t, when pronouncing T in Filipino, is gentler and less pronounced than in English. Softer pronunciation of T in Filipino may be influenced by the surrounding sounds in the language. For example, in Filipino, the T sound often appears before vowels or glides like I and U, which can affect its pronunciation. Listen to these Filipino words with a softer T as initial sound. Tabo, tasa, tama. In contrast, in English, the true T sound is a more forceful, aspirated sound. What I mean by aspirated sound is that it's like a sound that comes with a little puff of air. Imagine blowing out a candle on a birthday cake. When you say some English sounds like the T at the beginning of words like top or time, you also make a tiny puff of air. This puff makes the sound different from the Filipino T sound, which doesn't have that little air puff. So it's like saying the T sound with a gentle breath of air. To make the aspirated sound, place your hand in front of your mouth and feel the difference between saying top, aspirated, and top, unaspirated. You should feel a gentle puff of air on your hand when you say top, and no puff of air when you say top. When pronouncing the true T, the tongue makes a brief contact with the alveolar ridge and a noticeable burst of air is released when the sound begins. To make the true T sound, place the tip of your tongue gently against the alveolar ridge, that bumpy area behind your upper front teeth. Then release a small burst of air as you say the sound. Now, let's play around with the Filipino words earlier and pretend that we are native English speakers pronouncing them. We will sound like these.
Tabo, tasa,
The true T is usually made at the beginning of a word or at the beginning of the stressed syllable in a word. Let's practice some of them. Tiger, top, tape, to, hotel, until.
In the words hotel and until, the second syllable is stressed. That's why we make the true T sound. Here's a tongue twister that focuses on the aspirated or true T sound. Tommy takes two tiny turtles to the tall tree.
Tommy takes two tiny turtles to the tall tree.
Try saying it repeatedly to improve your pronunciation of the true T sound. Replay and pause this part of the video to practice a lot. Americans have other ways of pronouncing T and double T in words, but for this lesson, we'll focus only on the true T. Stay tuned for the next videos on the flat T and stop T. The TH sound. In English, one of the two TH sound is a voiceless dental fricative, which means it is produced by placing the tongue between the teeth and blowing air out without using the vocal cords. For example, in words like think and thank, you can feel the air passing through your teeth as you say the sound. On the other hand, in Filipino, the TH sound is often pronounced as a T sound or a D sound, depending on the region and accent. The Filipino TH is not a dental fricative like in English, so it may sound softer and closer to a T or D sound. Now let's practice with some minimal pairs. Think, 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 think. Mathematics, mathematics. Author, author. Method, method. Here's a tongue twister focusing on the voiceless TH sound. The thin thief thought Thursday's theme was thrilling. The thin thief thought Thursday's theme was thrilling. Try saying it multiple times quickly to challenge yourself and improve your pronunciation of the voiceless TH sound. Pause this video to give yourself more time to listen to the pronunciation again and repeat. Have fun practicing. Another TH sound is also known as the voice dental fricative. Unlike the voiceless TH sound we discussed earlier, the voice TH sound is produced using the same tongue placement but with the added vibration of the vocal cords. To make the voice TH sound, place the tip of your tongue lightly against the back of your upper front teeth, just like with the voiceless TH sound. Now gently activate your vocal cords and produce a soft buzzing sound as you blow the air through the gap between your tongue and your teeth. An example of a word with the voice TH sound is this, this. When you say this, you should feel a slight vibration in your throat due to the vocal cord activation. This. Let's practice with some minimal pairs involving words with a voice TH sound. That, that, this, this, these, these, mother, mother, brother, brother. breathe, breathe. Now let's try a tongue twister to practice the voiced TH sound. The weather is rather warm this Thursday. The weather is rather warm this Thursday. Try saying it repeatedly to improve your pronunciation of the TH sound. Replay and pause this part of the video to practice a lot. So far, we've already practiced the true T, voiced TH, and voiceless TH. Let's practice reading this text.
The talented tiger took a stroll through the thick forest. It felt like a thrilling adventure as it tiptoed through the trees. Suddenly, it spotted a tasty treat and leapt towards it. The talented tiger took a stroll through the thick forest. It felt like a thrilling adventure as it tiptoed through the trees. Suddenly, it spotted a tasty treat and leapt towards it.
V versus B sound. We Filipinos may substitute the B sound in a word for a V because the V sound does not exist in most, if not all, major languages in the Philippines. In Filipino, both B and V are often pronounced as the English B sound, which is made by bringing both lips together and using your vocal cords. As a result, when speaking English, some Filipinos may have difficulty distinguishing between the two sounds and end up using one for both. From the audio in the beginning of this video, we heard the following: have instead of have, delivered instead of delivered. Now, let's focus on the differences between the English B and V sounds. The English B is produced by bringing both lips together and releasing a burst of sound while using the vocal cords. On the other hand, the English V sound is produced by placing the bottom lip against the upper teeth and allowing the air to pass through, creating a continuous sound with the vocal cords engaged. Here are some minimal pairs to practice the differences. Bat, that, ban, ban, boat, vote, seven, seven, November, over, over. Here's a tongue twister to practice both the B and V sounds. Big Ben's vibrant voice vibrates by the riverbank, while the busy bees buzz and the leaves shiver and think. Big Ben's vibrant voice vibrates by the riverbank, while the busy bees buzz and the leaves shiver and think. Try saying this tongue twister several times quickly to challenge yourself and improve your pronunciation of the B and V sounds. Replay and pause this part of the video to practice a lot. P versus F sounds. Filipinos may interchange the F and P sounds when pronouncing words because these two sounds are produced in a similar way, involving the lips and airflow. In the Filipino language, there is no distinct F sound, and the P sound is often used in its place. Now, let's look at the differences between the English F and P sounds. The English F sound is produced by placing the upper teeth and the lower lip and allowing the air to flow through, creating a friction sound. The P sound, on the other hand, is produced by briefly closing the lips and then releasing the air with a burst. P. Here are some minimal pairs to practice the F and P sounds. Fan, P, pan, fit, pit, fall, pall, free, pray, food, food. Now let's try a tongue twister to practice these sounds. 5 playful puppies played with pink pillows, frolicking and pouncing on fluffy feathers. Feisty felines joined the fun, purring and frolicking in the sun. 5 playful puppies played with pink pillows, frolicking and pouncing on fluffy feathers. Feisty felines joined the fun, purring and frolicking in the sun. Practice this tongue twister several times to improve your pronunciation of the f and p sounds. Pause and replay this video to give yourself more time to listen to the pronunciation again and repeat. Now, before we go, let's practice reading this text aloud to put together what we've learned about the consonant sounds for today. Listen first, then read the text out loud to improve your pronunciation of these consonant sounds. When you feel more confident, record your voice with your phone or your laptop. Read the text out loud, then compare with my pronunciation. Let me know in the comments below how your practice went and how you feel about your progress in pronouncing the consonant sounds for today. T, L, P, B, V sounds.
Tom, the friendly thief, threw 3 thick vests in the van. The van driver, Victor, voiced his surprise when he saw the vests. Peter, the police officer, patiently questioned Tom about the theft. Tom explained, "I thought they were free samples." Peter replied, "You can't steal, but you can pay for them." Tom paid for the vests and vowed to change his ways.
Remember, improving your pronunciation takes time and practice. Don't be discouraged if it's not perfect right away. The important thing is that you keep trying and making progress. Keep up the fantastic work and see you in the next video.